Hello, everybody. I wanted to quickly address something that keeps coming up in my life. So I thought we could talk about this and maybe have me explain some of this and hopefully empower you to take hold of your life and take the next step. A lot of people come up to me and ask this one question: how did you do it? And this is referring to me writing some women's fiction books and self-publishing them, as well as me coming out with my planner that I've designed and created, and I have it in hand. I found a printer and they printed it for me, so it is an actual product. A lot of people ask, how did you do that? How did you know how to do all of the steps in order to get there? And I wanted to address that out here because I think that sometimes when things are foreign to us, they're new, we don't know how to do all of those steps, we think it's impossible to do it. We think that only that person can do that thing that we're kind of desiring, that maybe we're curious about. And there's something about that person that's special. And I don't have that in me. I could never do something like that. And we kind of self-sabotage ourselves before we even take that first step, before we even write the first word on the page, or we go down the road of exercise, or we start making our own healthy meals, whatever you want to say. Maybe it's a job or school, that we kind of take the step back instead of taking the step forward. So I wanted to address this, and I wanted to talk about this whole mystery question of, how did you do that? People do. They ask a lot, like, I could never write a book, or I kind of wanted to, I kind of have this story. And I want to come out here and say, I'm nothing special in these areas. I didn't go to a formal training for it. I didn't see somebody else in my life do it. I simply had the idea and took the next step. I took courses on learning how to write better. I'm not the greatest writer out there, and I know that, but I know that writing more gets you better. The more you do something, you get better at it. So I found a course, and it was by Sarah Cannon, and I can put my affiliate link below. I'm not trying to plug the course or anything, but I'm just trying to explain how I didn't stay stuck with that, because I didn't know. Let me be clear. I didn't know how to self-publish. Nobody comes into this world knowing how to do anything. Okay, I want to just say that nobody is an expert at anything when they come into this world, and everything is learned. So if you think of it like that, and you think that everybody who is an expert at something had to learn how to do that, they had to take the first step. And that means you can too, that you can learn it as well. And that's kind of my main point here, is that I didn't know how to self-publish. I didn't know how to create a planner. I simply took the steps to learn how to do it. I carved out the time and found the resources that suited me the best. And I went at my own pace. And that is a little bit faster, I've got to admit. I'm kind of a faster writer. I'm kind of I kind of attack things when I'm really interested in it. My planner, let's say, I created my planner in about 6 months. And I know a lot of people were still in the writing stage, and I'm like, nope, I'm done. Because I feel that drive towards it, and I like to take action when it feels fresh and when I'm motivated to do it and it's new and exciting, and that's kind of when I make the most progress. So anyway, side tangent there, but I wanted to come out and say that I didn't know how to do any of this, and I'm not anything special. I'm not super smart or anything like that. I just simply took the next step. In regards to these courses that I've taken, I have taken a few of them, actually. I've taken a few of Sarah Cannon's courses. I think they're really good. And I'm taking the print school from Horatio Printing. Polly Payne puts on the print school. My affiliate link is down below for that also. But with these courses, they kind of hold your hand and guide you through. Yes, you have to actually take the course, you have to listen to the videos, and you have to do your work after the video, right? You have to actually put your effort into it. This topic kind of came up at work with me the other day, and I was thinking something like, well, I don't know how to do that, and I don't really know how to do that side of my job. And this was literally a couple of weeks ago, and I've been at this job for about 10 years now. So I know how to do my job. And I was like, wait a minute, how come this is coming up, that phrase of I don't know how to do it? Because I do know how to do my job. And I think that I don't even know if this is on topic or not, but I'm going to keep going with this story. I think the parts that I didn't know how to do were actually my boss's job. And I was like, I don't need to know his job. I need to know my part. And I did take the steps to learn my part. So I guess I wanted to say that, because if you do have a job, no matter what it is, you learned that from the beginning. You had no idea how to do, maybe you knew how to do some software pieces of your job before. Anyway, you had to learn that. So I wanted to come out and say, we are capable of learning new things, especially in an area that you're interested in. If you're interested in whatever it is, gardening, cooking, exercising, or publishing a book, there is so much information out there on it. If you're watching this on a phone or a computer, you also have access to all the information there is out there to learn what you need to do for free. I first started with my publishing. I first started watching videos and seeing like, well, how do you get an ISBN, and how many pages per genre is a book, like for women's fiction? How many pages is that on average? And it just went on and on. There are so many YouTube channels out there available for this. Same with, it was a little bit less with making the planner, I've got to say. Same but less. There were some channels out there talking about how to create a planner and how to design it in Canva a little bit, but some of that I'd say was on my own, because I made it specific to how I wanted it to look. So that really I learned from getting in there and working with it. Hopefully this speaks to you a little bit out there. I want to encourage you to take those next steps. Kind of the purpose of this channel is to show that I'm busy. I'm coming from the perspective of a mom, because that's what I know. And I'm still doing these things because I feel like sometimes people say, well, I don't have time to do that. And I say that too. I fall victim to that also, but I want to take you out of kind of that victim feeling like I don't know it, I don't know how to do it, or I don't have time, to empowering you to watch the next video, watch something to learn about it, and maybe look into a course on learning whatever you want to be a little more proficient at. So hopefully I'm doing that with this channel, and hopefully this will spark you to take that next step. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.